Memorial to Joe Louis, located at Woodward Avenue and Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sculptor, Robert Graham. Date of completion, 1986. Materials, bronze and painted steel. And the statue of Joe Louis, located at the COBO Conference Center at Jefferson Avenue and Washington. Sculptor, Edward Hamilton. Date of completion, 1987. The Brown Bomber was the nation's first black sports hero, widely acclaimed and admired by whites. Born in Lafayette, Alabama in 1914, his father moved to Detroit during the Great Northern Migration of World War I. Joe Louis lived with relatives in Alabama until age 12, when he moved north. Raised in Detroit, his parents had high aspirations for their children. Jim Crow dominated most American sports until after World War II. But in the North, the Golden Gloves boxing competition was open to African Americans. By 1932, Joe Louis had defeated all opponents in Detroit and Chicago, so Boxing Kanyashinti recognized him as the most talented young boxer to come along in decades. In 1934, Louis began fighting for purses, and just 3 years later, defeated James Braddock to become the world's heavyweight champion. Jack Johnson symbolized all that many whites both hated and feared in black men. He was arguably the strongest man in the world, but was also sophisticated, knowledgeable, and never deferential to whites. Indeed, he was assertive, aggressive, and flamboyantly promiscuous with numerous white women. Joe Louis was just the opposite. He never challenged the nation's racial hierarchy. He gave the impression of being a diligent but exceptionally talented boxer whose only interest was in the heavyweight belt. He was well equipped for the prominence of the next role that the nation cast upon Joe Louis. The National Socialists in Germany frequently stressed the genetic superiority of their race and tied this to German dominance in intellectual endeavors, engineering, and in sports. Indeed, Adolf Hitler assumed the Berlin Olympics would prove to the world the German athletes were the most accomplished. Hitler did not remain in Berlin's Olympic Stadium to see Jesse Owens, the black runner from Ohio State, win his 4th gold medal. Max Schmeling was the leading German heavyweight. The National Socialists promoted him as symbolizing the remarkable strength of pure German stock. The most famous fight in the nation's history took place in Yankee Stadium on June 23, 1938. Joe Louis knocked out Schmeling in the first round, ensuring his rank as one of the nation's most popular sports figures. Joe Louis defended his title 25 times between 1937 and 1949 when he retired.